Have an HDTV and just can't get good enough reception without paying extra to cable or DirecTV? Try this. So you bought one of those amplified HD antennas that you constantly have to mess with just to wind up with this. Well, now you can build your own high-def TV antenna from clothes hangers. And it works unbelievably well. Here's what you need: 6 clothes hangers, 12 washers and wood screws, 2.5 to 3 foot piece of wood, tape measure, cordless screwdriver, sandpaper, pen or pencil, pliers, and a regular section of cable TV cable. Your hardware store or Radio Shack will have this part, which is about $1.49. Now let's get started. First, cut off the tops of the coat hangers and use the pliers to straighten them out into long sections. Next, measure down 14 inches and make a cut. Use this first piece as a template for the second one. The leftover is too short, so we'll throw that aside. Now clean off the center section till it's nice and shiny like this. Wire strippers work good. You can even use a knife. Once all 8 sections are done, measure about 2 inches down from the top of the board and make a mark across. Now measure about 5 3/4 inches down and make marks on each side of the tape measure. Move down, measure another 5 3/4 inches and make another mark. And then one more, 5 3/4 inches with marks on both sides. Now make X's on each of those marks, so you have 4 sets side by side. Now we'll take one of the long sections and we're going to bend it. Starting at the upper right hand corner, then crossing over to the second one on the left, the third one on the left, and the fourth one back across on the right. Mark that off and then cut it with the pliers. You'll have a shape that looks like this. Use this one as a template to bend the second one. Once you're done doing this, we're going to clean off some parts. First, we're going to clean off both ends, and then the sections where the bends are, and then a section right in the middle between the two bends. Now we're going to take the 8 pieces that are 14 inches, measure halfway down, which is 7 inches. We're going to take the pliers and bend that around into a V shape. We want the ends of the V to be about 3 inches apart. We're going to do this with all 8 pieces. Now we start putting it together with the screws and washers. Take one of the V sections and stick it underneath and screw it almost all the way down. Now take one of the long sections and slip it under the V and tighten it all the way down. Going to want to make sure that this is good and tight. It'll look like this, with each of the clean sections making good contact with one another. Now move on to the second one, which is across and on the left. Then the third one, which is directly below that one on the left. And finally, the lower right. Once we're done with this, we're going to do the same with the other piece, but in the opposite. When you're all finished, it'll look like this. Now all we have to do is attach the VHF-UHF transformer to the centers. First one side, then the other. When you're finished, it'll look just like this. Now we attach the end of the cable, disconnect that old one, just throw it away. Now attach your new antenna to your television. Set it back behind where nobody can see it. It isn't the best looking thing in the world. Now the moment of truth. And here we are. Every HD channel coming in absolutely perfectly. No artifacts, no skips, nothing. You'll even find you can pick up some of the weaker stations that you couldn't before. In fact, the FCC is mandating that all local stations switch over to high-definition television by the end of 2008. So why pay cable for something you can get for free? Just build the simple antenna for next to nothing. Again, you don't have to pay your satellite provider or cable television company for this at all. It's 100% free over the air. And all you have to do, take a little time, build this antenna, and you got it made.